The trainer was like, just don't make any sudden threatening moves and you'll be totally fine. And the actor was like, but I'm going to be screaming in Barry's face. Right? And so the animal trainer's response was, Barry doesn't have ears. He can't hear. Relax.
Okay.
And then he goes ahead and does it. He
it
actually does scream in the spider. The spider is on him and he screams as it crawls across him.
I think I know what it is. Is it a Christmas movie?
Oh my golly goshkins. I think it is by not by theme. I think it might be set at Christmas. It's been a while since I've seen it, so
okay. Okay, now that's helped me out because the one I thought it was gonna be me, because there's a scene where a tarantula crawls across his face.
That is the movie.
Scream in the shot. Ah! What do you mean you think it's a Christmas movie?
It's been so long since I've seen it.
A Christmas movie. Oh my god, that's so disappointing that you. I can't believe. I'm gonna have to censor myself now. But
I know it's crazy that I didn't realize that was a Christmas movie.
It is not as crazy as the movie we're gonna come up with this week on Scripty Business. Are you ready?
Oh my god, yes.
We're back, baby!
Yeah, hell yeah.
Put it on a t-shirt.
It's gonna be the best show of your life.
He said the thing!
Je ne sais quoi.
Spoiler apology.
Can I add something stupid?
We don't have time!
Crisscross applesauce.
Backpedal!
Take me on a journey.
Put it on a fucking t-shirt. Yes, Scripty Business, we're back again. Back in the saddle to make another movie for you before your very ears/eyes. I'm Welsh. We got Murray. in a hot seat. I'm already losing my train of thought for the intro, as is classic us. We're going to make a movie from 3 random words. We're going to come up with a log line, or at least Murray's going to come up with a log line. Thank you, Murray. For a movie in a minute from 3 random words, and then we're going to spin a Wheel of Doom to throw a clusterfuck of a grenade into the mix and scramble for half an hour to make some ideas for a film before in the final 10 minutes of the show, we will piece together what that movie is and hopefully remember to come up with a title before we get to that point. But we'll see what happens. We never remember. We just don't remember. Movies have titles.
Sometimes, yeah.
Murray.
Yes.
Are you ready for our 3 random words, my friend?
Boy, am I ready. Yes, sir.
Alrighty. We have rock, smile, and oblivion. Rock, smile, oblivion. 1 minute starts now. Are we going with like rock monsters? I feel like we've already done a fantasy stuff. We did bestial crustaceans last week, so I feel like we shouldn't go anywhere near crabs or lobsters.
Lobster.
Rock, smile, and oblivion. What if this is a statue? What if this is a statue that
You're going like Weeping Angel styles? Because I'm in.
I was going to say it is going to be an ancient statue that nobody knows what it means, and it gets uncovered and it starts like a lot of theology and philosophy around what this meant kind of thing. So I'm thinking like a real world, not apocalyptic thing, but like this artifact is uncovered, and what does that do to society? Like, how do people react to it? I say we go grounded as all fuck.
Yeah, I like that because I was like, does the statue have stigmata? But you said grounded, so...
It's a happy statue. That's the end of our minute. Murray, what's the log line for the movie?
When an unburied ancient rock monolith depicts an impending visitation from aliens...
Ooh.
It sparks a global... debate.
Geopolitical turmoil.
It sparks a geopolitical summit.
Perfect.
Do you want me to try and say that cleanly?
No, I think that's fine. 30 minutes. Oh, we're going to spin our random wheel. The prompt we have is Lost Civilization. 30 minutes on the clock now. So aliens visiting. I like this, and I like thinking about what that would cause the planet to do. I think a summit is good because people are trying to, gather resource or collate resources and, come up with a solution. Is it like a threatening visitation that's depicted, Murray? Or is it just like it's showing. Also, is the whole world taking this seriously straight away? Like, is it going to be like carbon dated that this is it's 5 million years old and it has like, I don't know, the Empire State Building and shit on it, so people know like, oh my god, it's accurately depicted our current time. I almost said the Twin Towers, but obviously it's not standing anymore.
Because they're not there anymore. Like the aliens didn't account for it.
They're already here, Murray. They've been here for 20 years. Yeah, is that where we're going with this? That there's like some sense of realism that people just run with the fact that this is real, this is accurate.
Look, I did mention earlier that well, I didn't actually. I thought it earlier, but I didn't mention it. Was 2001: Space Odyssey, right? Which is exactly that. They literally discover a monolith. Like there's a monolith on Earth, and then they discover one on the moon. And then they kind of follow its like instructions, and that takes them to Jupiter and kind of sends them through this, I don't know, really weird time loop, consciousness expanding. Essentially, it's a very weird movie, but it's incredible, right? And it's a very similar recipe in Contact, right, where they receive this like sound wave instruction from aliens to build a device, and they follow it the whole way through, and she goes through it, and it appears like it's failed, but there is still an initial point of contact.
Okay.
So we can do a similar thing, right? Which is exactly what you're asking. So there's two versions of this movie, which is the aliens are completely irrelevant to the plot, and this is all about like legitimizing the monolith. Is it real? Is it fake? Was it planted? Who's doing what? Carbon dating it, science stuff, uncovering the mystery, geopolitical summit. Or the other one is, this is absolutely true. We confirm it to be true straight off the bat, and it's more of a dark forest situation where we don't know if the aliens are coming are friendly or hostile. And how do we prepare for that? And the argument then in the geopolitical summit is, do we welcome them with peace, or do we hedge our bets and arm ourselves and potentially spark a war with them? Because if they have the ability to bury this monolith, they have the ability to watch us arm ourselves. They might not think we're friendly.
God damn, I shouldn't
have
made
this
this
both
grounded.
really interesting. Like, to me, I think maybe I lean a little bit harder into the dark forest idea, because there's like, you know, like the 3-body problem talks about it, where it's like this idea that, yeah, if an intellectual race exists, then the threat of violence is inevitable.
Is very real. I like the idea of this story, this film, ending at the point the aliens are meant to come, but we don't see that as the viewer. So the whole film, it could be following like a scientist, a politician, a fucking elementary school teacher, and their sort of like interactions with what's happening to the world and to the discussion around it. And it's almost like a ticking clock thing where the movie ends with like the last seconds counting down and then just cuts to black. Sopranos ending style. Journey Don't Stop Believing is playing on a jukebox in the corner. And you don't know what happens from that point forward. Because I think that would be kind of symbolic of what the characters are experiencing the whole film as well. So it leaves you at that point of being like, oh, what was any of that about? And then people
also,
getting angry about wasting money on that movie ticket like I would, and then someone like you would go, that was incredible. Oh my God. Best movie of the year.
Incredible because, right, that is the experience of the general public. Like, even if we're not following the general public will be notified of the outcome of the aliens' arrival potentially years later. Like, or like, you know, they may, or like the aliens will rock up and then, you know, all the conversations will be classified, like immediately or whatever.
I've stumbled onto it then. That's why we have like a politician, a scientist, and a teacher, somebody that's experiencing questions from people that doesn't have all the answers. So you have that.
And a linguist.
Oh, is that not, what's that movie? There's
Arrival.
a movie about yeah. Is that not too on the nose?
Well, I mean, it's an integral part of how, like, if you're doing first contact, how do you communicate with these people? It would be insane. It would be such an oversight to be like, we're bringing in the military, but we're not bringing in any ability to talk to them. It'd be like, okay, we've made a very clear decision here.
But what if we're not sort of following the build up to meeting these aliens? We're just, it's a politician, somebody like the president of the United States, for lack of a better character at this stage, that's led in on like the military discussions about what this could mean and what this could be. Then you've got somebody that was doing the carbon dating of it that cracks halfway through the movie that this is a real thing. This is like officially from 50,000 years ago, 5 million years ago. These carvings were made 5 million years ago. This rock was formed at the same time these carvings were made.
Okay, so
no product on Earth could cut this rock. So you've got like people that are confirming it's real, people that don't know anything about it, and people that are being led into the larger secret level of this. And then you as a viewer piece together what the fuck is even happening.
But the central thesis of this film has to be the debate. What do we do, right? Because the logline is when an ancient like monolith is unburied, revealing an impending alien visitation, it triggers a global geopolitical summit, right? So the summit is kind of the crux of the film. And so you get these experts,
which is the politician's story.
It's the politician story, but it's not just one politician. Like you'd have the president, you'd have the prime minister of Australia, you'd have all of these, you'd have every nation in the UN represented, right? It was essentially a UN meeting, and each one of these people would have their own motives and their own desires, and they would also have their own experts debating out this thing, being like, is it real, is it not real? Okay, we've assumed that it's real. What do we want to do? We want a military response, we want a peaceful response, and then I think we just follow one particular politician, as you said, and their cohort of experts.
100%. Yes. I feel like you're gonna hate this. I'm pretty confident you're gonna hate this, but I'm gonna put it out there anyway.
Let's go.
Can we do this movie where these three characters are almost not linked? Like there's no direct correlation. This is a person in a lab, this is a person in a school, this is the president. And then not until like at different points of the movies, like the person that cracks what the fuck this monolith is sends a message or makes a phone call to somebody, and then that person is one of like the president's chief of scientific staff or something. So you've got that connection between them, and then maybe later in the movie the president comes home, oh, I can't be the president, I'll say, and then the school teacher comes home and they're married, and it's like, oh, how was work? I can't talk about it, it's classified. You know what I mean? But that doesn't work. Because then she'd live at the White House. They'd be the first lady. So there wouldn't be a teacher.
But no, I think we can still save it. I want to move away from president because I think that the president of the United States barrels us down into a very specific, like, they've got a bad habit of being like very war centric. And so we're going to have a very like,
what? What? Obama. Just saying. This is Obama 2.0. He's running for another term. If he might even come and be in the movie. He's not doing anything these days. Like, how fucking crazy would that be? Have a president focus.
That would actually be incredible. I would love that. These are the people who should guest appear in the council. We should actually have the representatives in. That'd be incredible. I want to focus on a smaller nation. Obviously, I love Australia. Doesn't have to be Australia, but someone who has less political weight, because I think that ratchets up the tension a little bit more. If you're fighting with these global superpowers and you genuinely have the correct answer or the knowledge or whatever, or you're fighting for a particularly vulnerable position like one of peace, that gives us a nice central tension, because they don't just have the power to be like, take me seriously.
Okay. Like New Zealand?
That could be very fun. I love New Zealand. That could be very, very cool indeed. So I think we just look. I think we go ahead and look that in. We'll get Taika Waititi to direct. And you can still have that moment, right? So like Love Actually, I think he is the prime minister, but his sister is a teacher, so you can still get that dynamic.
When the planes hit the Twin Towers.
So that's how you make the connection. You make it a familial connection. They don't have to necessarily be related, or they could be exes, or they could be best friends from childhood, or whatever. Like,
look at you referencing a Christmas romantic comedy to help get me on board with with an idea of yours. Well played, sir.
Merry late Christmas, Welsh.
Merry late miss. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, that works. That totally works. I love it. And I like these, like, this kind of like vignette approach to the story as well. That like you're seeing these not connected, because they are, but you know.
Can I go one step further?
Oh, please do.
I think Love Actually is our structure. I think we are making
the vignettes
a political Love Actually, so we can expand it to more than just like 3 characters. We can make it like 6 or 7 characters. And the general thesis of Love Actually is what is love. So the general thesis of this could be something political, like what is the nature of politics, or like how do we unite as a species, or something, right? That connects all of these people together. That's how we pull these vignettes together, so they don't need to be fully fleshed stories. They're just like slices of their life with this like impending, almost like Crash, but without it being so interconnected. Have you seen Crash?
In the two, like when it came out in the 2000s,
okay.
I watched.
So the general structure of Crash is like it follows one character until another character comes into the scene, and then it follows that character as another character comes into the scene and follows. So I don't think we're that connected, but they're like little drama vignettes, and I think that's what this is about. Yeah. The little drama vignettes that circle around this central problem, which is the summit, and we could potentially even end at the summit. Well, we don't even get to the aliens.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm really attached to the idea of this movie ending at the point the aliens are meant to show up. Like, that this monolith has said on this date at this time, there's a code like the Aztec calendar kind of thing that gets translated, and they figure out that all of this is pointing to the winter solstice, midnight on the winter solstice of 2028.
Like the Mayan calendar shenanigans.
That's 2 weeks away. And the whole thing takes place over 2 weeks, and it ends, and it can even end with, like, you know, people holding hands and like watching a broadcast from the monolith.
Totally. Yeah, 100% in.
And you just have the seconds count down and then just stop.
I think then the story is that this monolith is legit. So I think we legitimize it then. Right?
Agreed. I think we did say that.
Yes, but I think we go one step further and we legitimize it with genuine, irrefutable evidence. So maybe, like you said, there's a code or DNA sequence or something in there that is then translated to a form of radio contact or coordinates or something, and we actually get in contact with them, where we get like voices back or something back that is like, because then it's irrefutable. Otherwise it's not irrefutable. It's like, this could just be another Maya calendar. It's speculative. It's whatever. Like, there is no hard evidence that they are coming.
Like that though, and I like that the characters in the movie can be on both sides of the fence. You can have people that believe, people that don't.
Okay, so then this is not about the aliens at all. Then I think we're going with the other. We're going to go with the other movie, right? Which is the is it real? Is it not real? It's speculative. We don't know, kind of version. But otherwise, you need to legitimize them.
But it's like Y2K. Like, a lot of people didn't think that was going to be a thing. A lot of people did. And yet when it came down to that countdown for New Year's 2000, everybody was like, is this about to happen? Like, are we about to enter a new dark age? Is all the computers going to fuck up? Is every bit of electricity going to go down and telecoms and everything just turn off?
What's the central story then? I'm a bit lost.
The central story is about, like you said, it's the community. It's that coming together in a time of potential crisis. And it's the geopolitical storm, for lack of a better term, that's going to happen, where America wants to arm fucking nukes pointed at the monolith.
There's no
in case
point
the aliens
because the aliens aren't coming.
No one knows for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no proof.
No one knows for sure, and I think that should be the conversation. I think as soon as we go, yeah, aliens are coming, and fucking Kang and Kodos just spoke to us from 10 light years away, and they'll be here in a minute.
We don't know what they're saying. We don't know what they're doing. Like,
that's the point where I don't think it's as good as a film. It's more of my sort of film, because then it's War of the Worlds, then it's The Day the Earth Stood Still, then it's all that shit.
Not necessarily, because we don't know if they're peaceful and we don't know if they're hostile. It's more of a dark forest situation. We know that they exist out there, but we don't know anything about them, whether they're peaceful, whether they're not. We don't even know how to communicate with them. We just got a little snippet Like, we picked up their fucking radiation, or we picked up something about them that just says, like, they are coming. But we don't know anything about them, how to communicate, how to do it. It's contact. You know what? A contact is like, we exist. We are talking to you in this very, like, one-directional way. We want you to come to us, and then there's a lost interest. You know what I mean? Like,
sure. For the sake of we're halfway through, done. I don't care enough to fight it. I just think I like the ambiguity about could this happen or could this not happen, and ending the movie before the reveal has happened. But if you're going with the reveal is war or not, say it again, then I'm fine with that too. As long as we get that Sopranos.
I just want to get the summit part down, because I think with the one that you're talking about, whether it's real or not, the summit is about legitimizing this and arguing, is it real, is it not real? And that's what the entire focus of the movie is. Because it's harder to, I guess, unless everybody just starts arming themselves, but it's harder to make those decisions if it's not real.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I've already agreed.
Okay.
We're on. We're halfway through, and we know what the movie is. We know its vignettes. How loose of a connection are we going? And are the characters that we've started spitballing here separated across the world, or are they all fucking in New Zealand? Like, how far-reaching?
I think maybe we can separate a little bit. I think we can go, like you said, like I think we can go Love Actually style. Like, they're all kind of roughly British, I think, but in different places. So
sure, yeah.
They can be like, I think the politician is a New Zealander for sure, but maybe we can get these other people in different places. Because
Jacinda Ardern, we'll bring her back in the guest as the Prime Minister of New Zealand. She's no longer Prime Minister, right? Somebody else?
No idea.
I don't know. I don't do politics. We keep making political movies, and neither of us understand politics.
This was your choice,
bad idea.
baby.
Oh.
Okay, so I think Love Actually, the recipe is that they are loosely connected. Some of them are loosely connected to each other, like, two best friends link together and then he goes overseas, or like brother and sister, you find out the Prime Minister is sister partway through the movie. So I think that's what we do. I think we have our characters and then we find a tenuous way to link some of them to each other, but not all of them to each other.
Gotcha. Okay. That's fine with me. Because would it be too I don't want to say too on the nose if the ending of the movie, they all get connected? Like, someone returns a missed call and it's a journalist who's currently in Ireland doing a story about the monolith, or, and they all end up having an interconnected story. Because why else are we following all the randoms? I like the idea that they are all connected. It's the aunt, it's the nephew, it's the husband, it's the brother, it's the grandma.
Same, in my mind, it's the same recipe.
It's the best friend.
It's the same recipe as Love Actually. We're not following them because they're all connected to each other, because they're not. We're following them because no, they're not. They don't have a relationship with every single person in the cast. They're not all related.
Oh, other than the musician, they're not all related. No, exactly, but they're connected. Okay. Like, it's a neighbor. Their kids go to school together. They've come to the play because it's their best friend's niece's performance. That I'm fine with.
Yeah,
but there's a connection, however small.
Yes. But what I'm saying is, like, one character is not connected to every single other character in that story. This character is connected to this one,
gotcha.
and this one, and this one.
Works,
and I think that's the way it should be.
Yeah. Agreed.
Who are our characters? Prime Minister of...
No. What's the name of this movie? We've got time, so let's spend it wisely. What's the name of the movie before we go too far off this?
Already an Australian movie, but Monolith is an option.
That is an option. What about, like, Day of Independence?
Welcome to Earth.
Armageddon?
Worlds the of War.
Download.
Plastic asses back home.
Nah, it's gotta be something to do with, like, planets. It's got to be It's got to allude to like global, and it's got to allude to
2025, an Earth Odyssey.
Earth Odyssey, an Earth short story. Fuck! Why are we so bad at titles without a time crunch?
What's the global warming summit called?
Don't know, and I know what you're talking about too. What about if we just call it Earth? Actually,
I love that. Love Earth.
Or it could just be actually Earth. I don't mind all of Earth. All of Earth could work.
Yeah.
All of Earth. Pencil it in. We got less than 10
One
minutes.
for Earth and Earth for all.
That also works. The 3 Earthketeers. We got less than 10 minutes, so I think you're right. All of Earth, we'll put that in there.
Yeah. Xena
Whatever.
Earth politician.
Right. Characters. You raise a valid point with your Xena.
The Prime Minister of New Zealand, Xena. Lock it in.
Sure. Yeah, that works for me. Yeah. Or Jacinta, like Jacinta, but Jerry. Jacinta.
Do we need to come up with an official Jerry counterpart at some point?
A female Jerry. We do. We really, really do.
Is it Xena?
I don't think we've had one yet.
Is it Xena?
Is it Xena now?
Yeah,
I'm happy to make.
Xena.
Let's make that canon. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There's got to be a Jerry and a
Xena
Xena in
in
every single movie.
Okay, you wanted a
So
teacher.
dumb.
A teacher. Did you say Beth? Because I'm writing it down.
I didn't, but I
Okay,
can
great.
say it now if you like. Beth
Yeah.
is the teacher.
Fantastic.
I like the idea of like school kids asking someone questions about this and seeing like through their thought process of what's happening, and somebody struggling to answer those questions in the same line that someone higher up in like a politician or a prime minister is struggling to answer the questions of their people, just to have that kind of mirror,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of neat. So Beth, the teacher.
I think we some kind of scientist. I'm going to say geologist because I don't know anything about anything. I know
go
they study
geologist.
rocks because rock is the word.
Yep.
So let's lock
Rock
rock
is the
in.
word. Also smile as well.
Oh, true. That's why I wanted to do Rock Jesus, because it was going to be a smiling Jesus, but we're in a different movie.
Rock, Smile, and Oblivion. So I think the fact that this is a forgotten monolith that's been unburied, I think that counts for Oblivion. I think we're good.
Also
think we're
Oblivion,
good.
because we don't know if the aliens are hostile or friendly.
Absolutely. That works for me too. Smile.
Maybe. Oh, it's so
That's
tender.
just like maybe that's just a thing about the characters. They make each other happy. Like their connections, you know, all these characters are under a severe amount of stress and pressure and working hard, and there's a time crunch coming, but their connection to each other allows them to smile again.
Okay, I think we can also afford to bring in a hostile media element throughout this entire film, like paparazzi style, because of the age of misinformation that we live in. Jesus Christ, we can explore that through this kind of like paparazzi-esque. That's one of our characters is a paparazzi person, but and so it's this idea of smile for the cameras because the whole world is watching.
Yes, Murray, because the teacher has to do that too, because the kids are freaking out and they've got to be like, it's okay, like this is a new discovery, it's great. The politician has to do it for their
If they're linked to the
people.
politician as well, then there's a moment where, you know, the politician goes down, the teacher also goes down, you know, school gets invaded by paparazzi media. We can bring this element, I think, into all of them. The geologist is going to be under fire because it's like, you carbon dated this thing, are you correct? It's like, that's not how science works. We need you to be correct. We've also got a linguist as well. I think we bring in a linguist character, so we're preparing that, and so potentially they end up working with the teacher to create some kind of model.
Ooh, okay.
Because, you know, teaching, we need to be able to teach the language, etc. There'll be a thing.
Are they like housemates or something then? The cunning linguist and the teacher.
Oh yeah, or like best friends from like childhood. Love it.
I like the idea of them sharing a house or a space, so it's like the teacher can see the linguist struggling and then go, this is how I teach my kids. Yeah.
Let's do that. I love that. The geologist is Ryan. Oh my God, Ryan.
Sure.
Paparazzi's name, I'm afraid, is Bob. There's no changing it.
And Bob used to live with Beth, the teacher, and Ryan, the linguist. Bob used to live with Beth and the linguist, so they're connected that way.
But then they wouldn't be under fire from this person as much. I think
maybe that's part of the drama. They know who they are.
I don't want to close the circle. I feel like I want to connect one character to each other character. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And we need maybe one or two more characters.
We got the politician yet? Oh yeah, Jacinta. Xena. And then who's Jerry then? Who else do we need for
linguist?
Jerry?
Thank you.
Jerry the linguist. Yeah.
Jerry the linguist. Jerry.
Jezza. What a champion.
Incredible.
Okay.
Now we need a story.
We've got it though.
Do we?
We do. It's going to be the geologists. It's going to open with the geologist going to inspect a dig site where they think they've uncovered something to see what it is.
Yeah, cool.
They're digging out part of the monolith, and then it's going to cut to another character.
Can we go
the top half?
Full 2001 on this and have some kind of resonance with the monolith? Because there's an amazing scene on the moon where it's just like this huge tonal choral poem as they walk towards it, and it has this kind of weird psychic effect on them. People just get super strange around it.
I've got something for you. That's going to appease a lot of your thoughts.
Incredible.
As they're digging it out, they're doing tests on it because maybe the geologist's calling because it's not a known mineral and they're trying to figure out what it is. And then as they're doing tests on it, it has a bit of a pulse, and that's going to trigger this response from the stars that you watch.
Can I please add something super dumb into this movie?
Yes.
Please. Oh my God, great.
So this
thing is a fucking tuning fork. Okay? And that's what happens. They knock it and it resonates at a certain frequency that we've never experienced before. And it almost, and then they try and unbury a message out of that weird tone. And from that we get a weird message that almost is something's coming.
I really like the thought of that resonance and that effect having a ripple effect across the world, though. So everybody has interference on loud. Radio, TV. Not that it's loud. No. Not that it's loud. Yeah. It just it has a presence on every sort of spectrum. So that whether you're driving in the car,
the internet drops for 2 minutes.
Yeah, just for a minute, and there's a rhythm or a tone. There's a tone or a rhythm that plays. So everybody is aware that something's happening, which makes it harder then to deny that something is happening. And then you've got the public involved.
Yes.
1 minute.
Yes, I love this. There should be another point in the movie where they're stuck and they need it again, so they fucking hit it again and lose the internet for another 2 minutes. We absolutely have to do that. I think then maybe we have a cipher expert or someone working with the linguist to be maybe we have a physicist or something, a physicist and the linguist working together to unpack this message.
It's a music teacher and it's music theory.
Oh my God.
The tones.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Looking in. But we've already got a teacher, so maybe it's one of the world's greatest classical musicians or something like that.
That's what the teacher could be, because instead of them helping the linguist to decipher a language, they hear that's basic chord theory. That's a minor chord. That's a major chord. Ba ba ba. That's the 3 notes in a chord.
And it's
oh my God,
up to a professor of music, and it's uni students asking the questions.
Yeah, that works.
Because I feel
they have to be married to the person doing the thing then, though, because a professor sharing a house with a housemate doesn't quite work for me.
Sure. Yeah. The only thing is, the only hesitation I have is if it's basic chord theory, literally any of our characters or anyone else on that site that heard the poem would just be that's basic chord theory.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
They wouldn't be looking for it.
If they play a musical instrument, man.
Do you play a musical instrument? Would you be able to identify basic chord theory?
I don't,
cool.
But if I played one, I would be.
I don't know, man. We got 10 minutes, by the way. You've distracted me I'm going to die on this hill because I play music. I know basic chord theory. If something like that just happened.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
A professor, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like some people wouldn't be able to identify that. It's a silly thing in a movie that's ripping off Love Actually right now, mate. Totally. Come on. Whatever. It's basic chord theory. And it's almost like, how did we miss that? Of course it is.
Is it called music, actually?
Looking for it. I mean, Earth music. Talk about Earth music. Shooby-dooby-doo-up. That's a good song.
Earth, wind, and fire.
It's set in September.
Oh my god, incredible. Did you say we're in the final 10 minutes? Did I hear that?
Yes.
Oh my god, great. Let's go.
All right. So
this movie opens on a desert because everything that's buried is always in a desert. You know what? It opens in a forest. An excavation that's happening in the middle of a forest. Retract even further. I know we're not allowed to. This is illegal.
Please do.
But
no, retract away. I hate that.
It is discovered inside of a mine. You know, like a big carbon mine, or like a have you seen the giant quarries we have in Australia? There's fucking huge holes.
I've been to them.
Great. The bottom of one of those suckers is where they're mining out a resource, and they come across this monolith that can't be destroyed.
It breaks the machinery. The excavators crumble trying to dig through it.
100%. Yeah,
yep.
That's
and
where
this
we
is in
open.
New Zealand.
Yeah, and then I think we kind of jump to like a team of experts or whatever doing like a walk and talk, like on their way to either the summit or to have a look at this monolith, and that's where we can get a lot of our like exposition, setting up the world, figuring out that they can be talking about, well, the summit's coming in an emergency, 3 days, panic, whatever, and then we can kind of set up the mythos of the world during that situation. And then I think we actually time skip to the summit after we've set up a couple more characters.
Sure. Final 10. So we time skip to the summit. How do we connect in the teacher and the basic chord theory? Surely, so the summit takes place before they know what this monolith is? And before? Because I feel like it would just be an archaeological dig at that point. No, you're right. Wouldn't need a global summit.
Yeah. I think you're right.
The global summit would have to happen after the resonant chord is struck and disrupts fucking everything on the planet.
Well, the resonant chord happens when the mining equipment hits it the first time, but they don't realize, and then I think they unbury it and they're experimenting on it, and they hit it again, and we get a second tone. That's where you get your second tonal thing.
I think a summit could be called because this fucking tone was detected in New Zealand, because it affected the whole Earth. That would be investigated. That wouldn't just be like, oh, weird, you lost power at that time, the exact same second that every single other country on the planet did? What a coincidence. Or
it would be slightly delayed because, then they can do the math to triangulate where this disturbance came from.
Yep, and then the New Zealand politician is under pressure because, what the fuck are you doing in that mine? And then you start to get it from there. So then you get the geologist coming in to the dig site, excavating it fully. And you're right. I think that they strike it again, or maybe it starts to get dated. And as soon as they realize this isn't from Earth, summit. The second strike could happen in the middle of the summit while they're trying to argue that this is no big deal, and then everything.
Yeah, an accident happens, and yes, I think that is. So Act 1 is exactly as you said. It's legitimizing it, and then as soon as it's legitimized, whole of Act 2 is the summit. Potentially even Act 3 is the summit as well. Act 2 and 3, that's kind of where and I think the third act is actually do we go to war, not don't go to war. I think the summit shifts from because that's our darkest moment. Our darkest moment is we need to be preparing for war, which a lot of countries would be doing, and then that becomes the tension of trying to figure that out as these other kind of characters race to figure that out. And then I think the one, you know what, you get your wish, Welsh. The one character that connects to every single other character is Bob, because they put pressure on each other character.
I like that.
And
I like that a lot.
There are
because
through line.
Yeah. Yep. I like that. Especially because they'd be like hounding people at the summit as well. Do you want to make him paparazzi then, or like a investigative reporter or something? So they've got a reason to go at, like a paparazzi looking out for a school teacher or even a professor of music. If they're an investigator, I think that could work a bit better.
Maybe they're an investigative journalist, as you say, with a...
They're a photojournalist.
They have a particular talent for smear campaigns or a particular
set of skills.
Yeah. I will find you.
And I will photo you. Oh, man. That's so
I love
good.
it. That's great.
So
okay.
He's Irish and he's played by Liam Neeson. Got it.
Incredible.
Okay, great. Got it. Has to happen now.
Well,
we agreed on how this movie ends.
And I will photo you.
I didn't like that.
You said Irish.
I did. That was my mistake. I should not mention accents in front of you. I think that's the safest bet.
That was good.
Where's the reveal that this photojournalist is connected to everything? How does that come to be? And are we still in agreement that this movie ends with not knowing?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. It absolutely does. Yeah. I think maybe the movie potentially ends with talk about it. Here's my idea.
A different chord playing?
No, I think we notice a disturbance in our atmosphere, like we're changing radiation or something. We get some kind of NASA-esque detection instrument trigger, and then that's kind of like oh fuck, are they here? That's because then you get your ending, rather than fucking UFOs appearing in the sky or whatever.
Well, didn't we say that when you strike the monolith, another signal comes to Earth?
That can be the thing. Maybe that's how we legitimize the aliens.
Yeah. So it's like something has received that signal and is sending one back. That's the point that everybody starts to scramble to go, fuck, something is out there. This is the first thing we've had. It's like it's a major chord that is struck on this monolith, and a minor chord comes back.
Incredible.
And they're like, oh my god, that's the sad chord. That's the sad chord, everybody. That's a sad sound. Not good.
They're trying to get meaning out of it. They're trying to cipher the song that's being played. So I think maybe you get your first strike by the mining equipment, you get your second strike by your people, but then during the summit we get a third strike and no one touched the monolith on Earth. And that's how we legitimize that it's them coming back in.
That's the minor chord playing.
That's the minor chord
coming through. Yep.
Because they would be immediately back on the phone being like, did anyone strike the monolith? It's like, no one has touched the monolith. It's on lockdown. And then that's what kicks off the rest of the movie at our midway point.
So Act 3 then would be a sheer scramble, like every one of our episodes is, where all the characters involved now are like, fuck, this thing is real.
Station.
I don't know what it means.
The summit,
the teacher struggling to answer questions. The summit's kicking off. The New Zealand Prime Minister is under real fire now. Because nobody
believes other countries wanting to invade New Zealand to be like, we have to destroy this thing, we have to remove it, we need better examination. Or it's like every country is allowed into New Zealand to observe this thing, and then while also having the summit at the same time. So
yep,
maybe we have another character. Oh no, we can't have another fucking
1 minute.
I hate this so much. I've got a terrible title for you. Would you like it?
All of Earth? Is it better than All of Earth?
No.
Because we did. Go on then, what have you got? Because that's what we said.
The Song of the Stars. Because I wanted one
fucking
worse.
Hate
hell yeah.
Absolutely not. Let us know in the comments if you think that this should be called the Song of the Stars.
Oh god, Christ, no, please don't. Tone.
All of Earth just is fine. Are we revealing that all the characters are connected? Is it just random phone calls? Is it at the end that's revealed, or is it throughout the movie?
No, it's throughout the movie. It's literally exactly the same as Love Actually, where we just, like a phone call, they run into each other or they connect or whatever. It's literally that.
love actually tends to happen right at the back end of the movie, but I would rather this be more natural throughout the course of the film. Last 10 seconds. Any final thoughts?
I regret not adding an extra character.
Wait, we got Jerry and Xena in there, all right?
That's true,
I think we did pretty fucking good.
I wanted another New Zealand politician.
Why another New Zealand politician?
Because I think
totally could have. They would exist.
I think we would have an ambassador taking care of the whole UN summit story, while the Prime Minister is dealing with the whole geopolitical everybody wants to invade New Zealand. That was the only reason.
Sure, that's canon. I have no issue with that. That's fine.
Lock her in. They need a name. Mary Beth.
Mary
no,
Beth.
We've got a Beth. It has to be Mary.
Mary. Too many Beths. That's going to be another movie coming out from us.
Too many Beths. Is that the title of this?
Too many Beths.
Is that the title of this one?
The chord gets struck and then everyone on the planet's like, oh my god, my name is Beth. And
the Bethening?
Boom, cut to
is
the title.
It called the Bethening?
The Bethening. Bethening. Jesus Christ. Oh. Well, that was fun. I liked it. Again, I liked it.
We come up with good stuff on the show.
I will say that it got more sci-fi than I wanted it to start with. I'm fine with where we went. But I was like, let's make it grounded. I don't want to know if there are aliens or not. Because as soon as we were like, oh, there's an alien presence, there's like, it's a sci-fi movie now. Now it's sci-fi as much as it's
an element of sci-fi for it, for sure. But the only reason I wanted to do that is because I wanted to know what the summit was focusing on. Because if we couldn't legitimize the thing, I feel like the arguments at the summit would be very much like, is it real? Is it not real? Like, is this just another Mayan calendar Y2K? Or is this like COVID, where it's an actual like world-changing event that we need to deal with? That's the only reason I wanted to go down that pathway, because they felt like different movies.
Yeah, true. And I guess the fact that hitting the monolith causes all power on the planet to drop out could have been enough for a summit. Now in hindsight,
terrifying. Yeah, that
could have been enough.
A lot of people die. A lot of people died during that 2 minutes.
Fucking planes went down into towers, Murray.
Oh my god.
It's set in the 2000s. We need to stop doing this. It's so 100%. Bad taste. We just
Is that the thing? Is every movie 9/11?
9/11, Jerry, Xena Warrior Princess. We're just racking up the list of things that have to go in an episode and make things hard.
Do we bring back in last week's as well? And every crab on the planet dies when this thing is wrong?
Yeah, for this season, every episode carries into the next one in some way.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the tone, for a power outing tone to make it into the next movie.
Yeah.
So
we'll
that
see
was
what happens.
That was Scripty Business, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming on the ride with us. You can find us on Coffee. We have a brand new shiny coffee. If you want to help us out, help us get better cameras, create more work, better potentially microphones and new products. New shows. Help us grow into the thing that we so desperately want to become. You're better at this than I am.
You just picked up the torch and ran with it, and I was happy with that.
The torch was on the ground. The torch was on the ground burning the grass.
We do actually have other show ideas in the can ready to go. It's just a matter of getting them out there. So I love the thought, Murray, that we're doing these, and then when this comes out, we might have another product out by that point, which is an exciting thought.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, isn't that an exciting thought?
That's such an
Find us on
exciting
socials, at Scripty Business, at Y Harry Murray, at S.A. Welsh. It's still Y Harry Murray.
No, it's
fucking knew it as soon as I said it. Pick a name, bro. Pick a name.
I changed that over a year ago.
Yeah, that's how long we've been doing this, though. A while. And hit us up on YouTube. Drop us a like, drop us a share, drop us a comment, drop us some stuff. We love to see it. All of it. Except for any abuse. Although, kind of, that might be fun. See how you feel.
Maybe I am better at this than you. This episode was edited by Luke Wilkinson Turner. The intro music was provided by Facilian Studios. The artwork was made by Justin MacArthur. This has been a Scripty Business production. talk shit, think quick. And remember, we love you.